Hey yo, this is Mr. Sasuke Uzumaki, Sharingan Stare / Christian, probably one of those three. I am here to make a review for the new Sonic game, Sonic Free Riders. I've been watching the trailers. I saw Team Heroes, the whole story for Team Heroes by my friend Cyberman65. You know, he did a good job on that. This isn't going to necessarily be a video game review. This is going to focus more on the voice acting in the game. I must say, somebody needs to get bitch slapped for for coming up with the idea of getting new voice actors again for this game. Now, initially, of course, everybody's going to say like, "Oh, Chris, like, you know, don't you think that's kind of harsh? You know, I mean, the game just came out. Why can't you give the new voice actors a chance?" Well, the same people who are voicing a good majority of the characters are, you know, people that I recognize in other shows in which they do great jobs voicing them, such as, you know, Robert Craig Smith. You know, he plays Sonic. He plays Sonic in the game, and of course, I always recognized him as Deidara and Towa from the Naruto series. And Kirk Thornton, he plays Shadow. Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles are two of my favorite characters. The other one being Knuckles. Kirk Thornton, you know, he plays Kisame. You know, man, I just feel that Sega, they took the idea of, you know, getting, you know, new concepts and new ideas a bit too far when it came to the voice acting. I'm not hating on them. I mean, I respect them for what they do. I mean, I know not every voice actor is perfect at what characters they're assigned to play, because this is purely my opinion. I'm not gonna bash them, but I'm just saying that I don't believe that these guys, you know, necessarily fit the characters. I can understand, you know, you want some new ideas, you know, not everybody agreed with the voice acting in the previous game, Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, but, you know, at least the voice acting was decent in that game, you know. You know, Jason F. Griffith, you know, he played Sonic and Shadow and Jet, you know, because eventually I got used to it. It took me a little while, but I don't know, maybe that's the case now, you know. Maybe I'll have to learn how to adapt. But I guess it's because initially, when I first heard the character... Somebody needs to shut that fucking car horn up. Anyway. Man, I was just a bit appalled, man. I almost wanted to shoot myself, you know, stab myself in the throat for what I heard, man. I mean, yikes. Shadow, he sounds like... He sounds like he's like 38 years old. I mean, come on. Physically, Shadow is about the same age as Sonic, so, you know, but he has that little dark attitude, but he sounds just angry. Like, you know, angry. He doesn't sound dark. He doesn't have that, you know, that calm, mellowed out, you know, mysterious feel to him anymore. He just sounds like a disgruntled hedgehog now, you know. Sonic, Robert Craig Smith playing Sonic, it was alright. It was alright. I mean, compared to Jason Anthony Griffith, I would give Jason a thumbs up, you know. But Robert Craig Smith, I mean, he's still a great voice actor for, you know, for playing Deidara, you know, because, you know, I always recognize him as a sassy person, since he was the first initial person that we see him, you know, portray Deidara being a sassy character and all that. Man, Omochao, he sounds more like a bitch than ever. Oh man, no further explanation on him. Knuckles, he sounds pretty good. I forgot his voice actor's name, Timothy or Timmy or something like that. Tellingsworth. I know his initials are TT or something, so I'm gonna just go by that. He doesn't sound too strange. He sounds pretty, you know, normal for the portrayal of this character. But for the most part, Tails, let's see, Tails, he sounds more like a male now. Now, okay, that's pretty much Team Sonic. You know, Rouge. She sounds fine to me. I think she's like really the only character that I didn't trip too much about. You know, Rouge. You know, because she's a woman. I actually prefer this voice over her voice in Sonic Zero Gravity. To me, she sounded too mature, quote quote. You know, for her age. Like, Rouge is only 18 years old, so I would expect, you know, her to have some kind of young, lively voice, you know, like she did in, you know, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, etc., etc. You know, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't it have been like a super duper sexy idea to hit up the original Sonic team, you know, the original Sonic voice cast? I mean, you know, Ryan Drummond reprising his role as Sonic, man. I remember after the voice change from Sonic Zero Gravity, I remember he kept saying like, man, if Sega had told me that I could portray Sonic again, I would have moved to New York, you know, to go play him. You know, I mean, you know, David Humphrey, easily the best Shadow voice actor ever. He should be the only character, I mean, the only man who voices, you know, Shadow's character, man. He just fits it perfectly, you know. Ryan Drummond, hands down. The original Sonic team, hands down, especially with Eggman. Get a load of this! Get a load of this, man. Rest in peace, Dean Bistro. I'm sure they could have just did it like they did in the original, Sonic games, you know, Sonic Adventure 2, you know, Sonic Adventure, you know, where they, replay his clips and stuff, you know, as a homage to him, a tribute to him, like they did in Sonic Zero Gravity. Man, I've seen the game, you know, it still looks good, but to me, the voice acting was a bit of a problem. I don't want to sound bitchy or anything, but I just feel that the voice acting in this game, it's a bit worse. I'm not gonna say it's dramatically worse than it was in Sonic Zero Gravity, but I'm saying the quality of the voice acting, it's become less and less interesting. You know, the original, hands down. You know what they say? You can't beat the original. You know, the voice acting in the original Sonic games were so much better. They fit the character's personality, you know. They lived that character, you know. Like, when I first played Sonic Adventure 2, man, I was just blown away by the voice acting. Sonic sounds cool, Shadow was a badass, Rouge sounds sexy, you know, etc. Eggman sounded, you know, he sounded hysterically evil, man. I mean, you know, come on. Man, you know. But I don't wanna, you know, say that I'm openly dissing the new voice actors. I mean, it's just my opinion after all. So probably not everybody's gonna agree with me. Like, you know, they're saying like, you're just gonna bitch because there's new voice acting. You don't like it, and you have to give it a chance. I mean, yeah, but so far from what I've heard, I wasn't too impressed. You know. You know, I'm not a critic, but hey, this is just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it because that's how I feel. But I don't know, who knows, maybe the voice acting will get better, you know, as time rolls along. But as far as I'm concerned, it would have been such a good idea if Sega of America and the Sonic team could have just hit up the original voice cast for Sonic and have them, you know, replay their characters from the games that they originally appeared in and stuff. You know, Ryan Drummond playing Sonic, David Humphrey playing Shadow, you know, all the rest of them, you know. But that's pretty much all I got to say. Thanks for listening to my review. Peace.